Welcome everybody. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at another K-bar. This is the K-bar BK, what was the number again? 1118. Very nice little knife. As you can see, very short blade, coming in at 2.5 inches long, sharpened edge. Not razor sharp out of the box, but pretty dang sharp. Sharpen it up a little bit more myself, and I'm just kind of constantly laying the edge back because I've got time on my hands, and so I just a little here, a little there, lay that edge back. Sooner or later, it'll be fine. And this is about a $10–15 knife, as is the BK23. Very nice knife that I enjoy. Done a review on this already. If you haven't seen it, please look through my list. It's on there. I'll compare a few things with that, so it's not going off the screen completely just yet. I prefer, between these two, this little knife, mostly because it gives me a full 4-finger grip, unlike this knife. This knife, it looks bigger, but you really only have a 3-finger grip unless you like really squish your fingers in there. If you do that, you're losing mobility with the knife blade. And if you do 3 fingers, just the way it's designed, it doesn't feel like you have the grip. And what it is, I think, for me at least, is the jimping here on the back is too far forwards. If they would move it back 1/2 inch and have the jimping back here, I think I would handle that so much better, because my thumb wants something to rest on, and there's nothing to rest on until you get to a certain point, and by then it just feels like the knife just wants to tip out of your hand. I wish Becker knives K-bar would look that through a little bit better. It's a great little knife. I will definitely EDC it. It's not bad, but it could be greatly improved with a simple thing like moving the jimping back just a little bit farther. Just that one thing would make things so much better, or round off that handle there and give your fingers just a little bit more real estate. Most of us are not comfortable with the 3-finger grip. I can be if it's done right, but I do prefer the option of a full 4. And that's what this knife right here offers wonderfully. It's short enough to not be an issue in most states with knife laws. Do take a look at your local knife laws about carrying a fixed blade. Some places are finicky about fixed blades. But this, at least for where I live, I can pack in its little sheath here. It's dropped down in my pocket. No big deal. And most of the stuff that I do is smaller stuff anyway. I don't need like a big Rambo knife, you know, hacking through the woods. If I want one of those, I'll get one and I'll use it when I need it. But for EDC purposes, this is the EDC channel here that you're watching. This is something I will carry every day, and I have carried every day. I've cut Big Macs with this, or not Big Macs. I actually cut a Whopper. Big Macs are okay, but I like Whoppers better. Chew me out in the comments. But as you can probably tell, can't tell too well with the paracord. These did not come paracord wrapped. I wrapped it myself. This is 95-pound paracord from Hobby Lobby. Fantastic stuff to work with. Comes in a good variety of colors. Please consider checking that out. If you've been wanting to paracord wrap a handle and you don't like the big paracord, you can knock it down to like $3.95, which is like half the size of 550 paracord, and then you can knock it down half the size of that and get this stuff. You got some options. But the handle here is very reminiscent of the World War II K-bar bayonet, the full-size Marine fighting knife. Shorter proportioned blade, of course, no crossbar, tang, whatever, but it shares those similarities of the good old Marine knife. And I do think that is just a fantastic little feature about it. It gives your hands symmetrical gripping abilities if you want to do like a back pull cut like that on stuff, or push cut, drop it down, you know, got cuts like that. You can hold up on the blade. This is a very, very nimble blade. I do like this better than this one. This one, you know, yeah, you can pinch up on it. This, you know, it's thicker than this knife is for sure. Not much, but thicker. This is definitely a good beater knife around the camp. But I think this is pretty much just a camp knife. This is not going to really be an EDC knife because it's not the most fun to hold in my hand. I can hold it like that, but it's not as comfortable as if that jimping was farther down, that thumb ramp was farther down, or if we had just a little bit more finger real estate. We'll see how things go with that. But this is like $10–15 depending where you buy it. And it's just been a pleasure to carry. I have had fun carrying this knife. And it's small enough that it doesn't look threatening when you pull it out to use it to cut your food or do your little tasks. It may look a little weird that you're pulling out a fixed blade, but, you know, hey, it's small, it's tiny. It's a work knife. It's a beater. It's great. Consider getting one. If you've been looking into these, I do recommend both of these knives, even with the drawbacks of this one. And I do have kind of average to larger hands. If you have tiny hands, this knife would be fantastic for you, but, you know, take note. The sheath is kind of cheap, but, you know, that's what keeps price down on this knife. And for me, at least, for now, I just put that in the sheath there and drop it in my cargo pocket, ready to go. I got like a narrower vertical pocket, so it's not just like tipping sideways in my pants. But also, between the two, this one packs away just a little bit easier than this one. Just being that ½ inch, quarter-inch shorter just opens up a whole world of packability that this one does not have. So, you know, consider getting them both. I would recommend it. I want to get all the little mini K-bar neck knives one day. That's kind of a goal. I do like neck knives. I do like these little fixed blades. I want to carry a fixed blade more often. But this is my starting point with K-bars. I have had the K-bar dozier in the past. I do not like the knife. I just hate the ergonomics of the handle. It's just not a knife I enjoy carrying. So it's disassembled for parts and screws somewhere in my room. We'll get to it later. Not in this video, but sometime down the road I'll do something with it. Maybe attach a wooden handle to the knife blade itself, make it a fixed blade. We'll see how things go. So, with that said and much rambling done, I hope you found this video useful, informational. Hope it helps you build your EDC to your standards, and I hope you got to see just the size comparisons here. Let's compare it to an average Victorinox knife, just for size comparison, just so you kind of get a better grasp of what's going on here. And here is, that's a Victorinox 91mm. That's the average Victorinox. Here is a Rat Model 2. Very nice knife. A Demco Shark Foot, just to give you size comparisons. That's how big they are. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you all have a lovely day. And until the next time, farewell, carry well, and a bye-bye.